So, didn't plan to do more episodes, but when in Rome, me and Henry are going to train today. So you might not recognise Henry today because last time we did this, we were about 10 kilo, 12 kilos heavier. I was probably about, I'm probably now 10 kilos heavier than I was in that video from that food I've eaten last week.
So we swapped.
But yeah, so Henry's now towards business end of prep. He'll be 8 weeks out this Sunday. I'm probably now about 40,000 weeks out, unless I rein it in very quickly. So we're going to go through a push session and talk through a few things, talk about his prep, talk about my prep, and yeah, and go from there. And we'll see how this session goes. Have a look at some posing at the end as well, see how he's coming in, and yeah, we'll go with that. So we're going to start off with, it's mainly chest and arms today. Henry split, it's gone a little, because we're trying to manage fatigue a little bit more, it's gone away from sort of too much loading and a progressive split. It's got a bit more body split, body part split, or bro split, if you want to call it that. And it'll go a bit more that way towards back end of prep anyway, and it'll just be more enjoying the training and feeling good in the sessions rather than trying to sort of like load everything, because as we get lighter, typically strength tends to sort of come down a little bit, but also our energy demands are still just as high, but our sort of like energy intake is low. So we want to kind of manage that through not pushing too hard with the training. You know, we've done all the hard work in the off season. It's all about retention of tissue now. And if we're going to be expending more energy, unfortunately it's going to be on the treadmill, it's going to be on the bike, it's going to be the steps, because we want to get as much body fat off the body as possible so we can present the best package possible come November. So we're going to get into it. We'll start off with some pressing. So it's going to be press fly I think today. Bit of lateral work and then into some arms and get some good blood moving, and just enjoy a nice session. Yeah. Like that, is it? Good start, really. Settle there, are you? Monster. Needy dog.
It's 107 this morning.
Oh yeah. Funny, isn't it, how it just sort of like falls. That's why when I was doing your food the other day, I was like, I moved Henry's food down the other day and then decided not to implement it until next week. So I made the changes, uploaded the program, and then went to actually leave it this week because of a rate in which we lost last week. And I thought, with things typically about 8 weeks out from a show anyway, we move things around anyway. I thought, well, we'll just adopt that from next week and keep everything the same, because was it a 2 kilo drop again last week, or one and a half? So it was like kind of like to do that then. It was, although we'd have been ready a little bit earlier again, I felt like it wasn't necessary. So it was just like set that plan there ready to go, and then we'll see how this week goes, and if that's all good to go, we'll just move on to that as of literally bang on Sunday. So feedback from my show last weekend was conditioning, good. Back, good. Legs, good. But we need more chest and arms. So the biggest focus for me in this off season now is to bring up my chest and arms, which I can do. You know, my last off season was more or less about getting back into bodybuilding. So it's more about packing on tissue everywhere. Whereas now it's like, no, your legs are good, just keep them moving. Your back's good, keep that moving. But we need to put 5 or 10 pounds on your chest and your arms. You know, done it with Henry, done it with loads of clients, you know, brought up Henry's hamstrings massively, brought up his glutes, brought up his chest in line with his things. So now it's my turn to do that for myself. Tom's obviously still coaching me, and he's going to coach me the whole off season, but I'm going to manage my training, whereas he's going to manage everything else, which is going to be fun, because I've always sort of like kind of managed my own training anyway. Even when working with Cal, it was like he'd set the program, but I would kind of like tweak it to this place. So yeah, because pretty much he just sent me Josh Bridgman's program, and then it would have like machines which I didn't have in it, so I just tweaked that.
Yeah, not too bad. Just maintaining at the moment, and just about 8. Yeah, the last kind of push now, really.
Someone's robbed me freaking elbow sleeves again. So I'm gonna have to use Callum's knee sleeves. To be fair, I think these are like, I don't know how Callum gets these on his knees, but they fit my elbows very nicely. Middle of the off season, you tend to joints tend to be okay. But when you're running deficit and you're keeping your strength, but you've got less fat, and you're sort of like fatigued, managing that and bringing it back down, your joints do take a little bit. And typically running like a nandrolone in prep or something like that to alleviate joint pressures and things isn't productive. You know, we'd rather run, you know, DHT derivatives, which aren't amazing for joints, but so we do feel it a bit through our joints.
Yep.
Whoa, one more.
Yep. Come on. Drive. Good. Good.
Ooh.
Nice.
Setting numbers and keeping my back down on the fucking bench. See too many people lifting the bum up. Yes. In. Good. 3, 4, 5. Strong, mate. 6, 7, 8.
Right, 2 more.
Come on. 9. Work for this one, work for it. Take your time. That's on. Again, one more now. That's it. Yes.
Good.
Where you are there, mate, you're like working like one in reserve. That's perfect for it at the moment.
Yeah.
Work one in reserve. So in Henry's set then, he got 11. He probably could have squozed out 12, 13 if we wanted to, but as we said earlier, whenever you're, even like in transformation clients, people who are just looking to lose some weight, you don't need to be chasing the logbook all the time and going to failure, because all that's going to do is fuck your other sessions and create more fatigue. You know, if you do that over every set in the whole workout, it's going to make you hungrier, it's going to make you crave more food, and you know, we're not trying to grow at this point, we're trying to retain what we have. You're very, very lucky you can put any tissue in a prep-based scenario, but we are literally just trying to keep every last bit of it. So leaving a rep in the tank, this is the time to use like reps in reserve training. I don't really feel it's a good method in the off season because food's high enough, potentially drugs can be high enough, and you know, fatigue management is low because of less cardio and things like that. Whereas in this sort of scenario, it's like, right, okay, I've stimulated a muscle, I've struggled, I'm leaving a rep there because that rep's going to be a little bit shaky. It's not going to provide any benefit to what I'm trying to do. I've done everything I need to do within that set, which is what we're trying to do. Whereas for me, moving out of it, not this week because I'm just going to be getting numbers this week, but then moving forward into the off season, I will be chasing failure again. And you know, whether that be in a 6 to 9 rep range, a 15 to 20 rep range, or a 25 to 30 rep range, you know, that's when I can manage fatigue better because I don't have to do the cardio. I can eat more food, I can refeed more often because I'm not worried about excess calories across the course of a week, which is going to cause fat loss to stall. So, you know, it's just using things appropriately throughout the whole process. So we're going to press, fly, press, fly. Is yours press, fly at the moment anyway? Or are you press,
fly,
press?
press.
Fly, press.
But
so, similar sort of concept
same thing
with mine and Henry's here. So we're not chasing load too much. So Henry's on fly press because obviously I'm trying to fatigue him because he does have a tendency to want to chase load as well. So putting a fly in first is just going to pre-exhaust. Whereas in mine, press first, off season, then fly, fatigue, and then when I'm going into my second pressing movement, I'm not sort of like trying to over push things, you know, and then that's where, as I said before, joints start to play a part, and then we're going to have to deload quicker because joints start playing havoc with yourself. What would you say has been the hardest part so far?
I was thinking about this morning. Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
I think it's been pretty
Plain sailing.
Yeah. To be honest.
I don't
want to say it's.
No.
I don't want to say it's easy because
it's not easy.
That,
but that's because your mindset more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because you just understand the process. You're not somebody who goes out on weekends, so you haven't got that in the back of your head thinking I want to go out.
Nothing's changed in my life.
No.
At all.
Just food intake, a bit less food, a bit more cardio.
Still eating the same food, but just less of it.
Yeah.
So.
I said this on one of my videos early on. The first 8 weeks of prep is like a photo shoot prep. It's like, it's fucking easy. I was still having a beer for 8 weeks in the first part. I went to Ibiza 8 weeks out, you know, threw me toys out the pram and changed coaches, got bladdered. But it's a bit, the back end, I'd say the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, it just gets mentally tough.
Yeah.
Physically, it's not too bad because you still enjoy the training.
Yeah.
You're smarter with your day.
Yeah.
But it's just a mental exhaustion. It's like the difference in my ability to hold a conversation this week is amazing. It's like I can actually talk to people. I want to talk to people.
I think I've definitely been a bit more distant from people. I can feel myself just because you're so tunnel vision, aren't you?
Yeah. It's like, I'll be sat at home and people will text me and I'll be like, I'll text back tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah.
It's just...
Or you get a text and it's like...
Yeah. I'm just quite comfortable sat in my space. I remember Tom giving me a refeed 4 weeks out and 2 people offered to come and eat with me. And I was like, no, I'm going to sit in on my own with my sushi and appreciate what I've got. And then the same when I was doing my carb up, didn't want anyone near me. Not even you, did I? No. We had a 2-week sabbatical. It's every part of prep I love, except the very end when, you know, trying to go to the toilet. It's like walking up the stairs. It's like you need a wee every 20 minutes. And it's like, I've got no energy. I'm crawling up the stairs on all fours.
Yeah.
It's like, and then I don't want to go downstairs because I think if I stay upstairs, I can have a wee again in 20 minutes. So I don't have to come back up the stairs. Yeah. Which sounds fucking ridiculous.
No, I get it.
But when you've been on 2,000 calories for 3 weeks, 40 minutes cardio a day, 20,000 steps, you're like, this is not the life for me. Big set, 8 to 12. Move. Big squeeze at the top. That's it. 3. Yes. It's yours. Take your time. We'll get there. Yeah. So after post-show period, bodybuilding based, you can either come straight off, TRT, have a break, whereas we decided with Tom that we're going to push for another 6 weeks, so manipulate that window where we've been deprived for so long, get food back in, get it relatively high or higher. I'm on 3.5 at the moment, and then keep drugs in play. So we're not running much, very much a lower dose than what I was running through prep. So 300 test, 300 milligrams test and M8, and 300 milligrams of Primo. 6 weeks, put on as much tissue as possible, and then we'll run blood work in a TRT phase, and then probably go back on after Christmas, and then that'll be a 12-month push at least until prep starts, depending on what shows we line up for following year. And the goal will be to literally come back, compete novice again, because I can, and dominate that class, and then jump into a few more off the back of it. So FitX, 2 bros, into workout carbs, lied already, into workout. We're just sticking with Hydromax at the moment because food's not that high, and my food's been a little bit sporadic, to be modest. We're going to stick with simply Hydromax into workout, which I'm actually taking 3 times a day at the moment, just because I am getting quite a bit of water retention in my legs from off the back of prep. So we're kind of just keeping salt high, so 8 grams pink salt a day, 6 grams low salt, and then Hydromax 3 times, so morning, intra workout and evening, just to pull that water back out, because I am a little bit watery and physique wise. You don't gain fat in a week, and I won't gain fat quickly anyway, because I won't, but I am quite watery, as you'll see it posing at the end. But you just got to accept it, and people, it is a tough thing to swallow off the back of any deficit where you don't look as good as you've looked, but then you've just got to put your head into the next goal and work towards that, and don't let your head get in the way, really. Quite a few more pieces of gym kit coming over the next few weeks, yeah.
What have you got?
Bicep and tricep machine, because I need more chest and arms. Very selfish purchases, obviously. That's like, you know, I need shit body parts to buy more stuff for the gym.
Get rid of all the calf machines.
Yeah, yeah. No more calves.
Swap them
just
out.
arms. Got 2 steppers.
Nice.
The Bravo, the hack. So yeah.
The side bike hack?
Yeah. Beginning of October it's in. Strong, mate. Good. You good? That's it. Come on. Come on. Work for it. Push. Good. Set. I think I saw Jess more than anyone else on prep. It's like, I see it every week.
Telling me you're going every week.
Every week, see it every Wednesday. And then this is the first week where it's like I said, we're like back down to 2 a month. It's just like, oh.
It's like a therapy session.
It is, isn't it? Physical and mental.
Yeah.
It's that room.
Yeah.
You know, she's amazing at what she does. But that room, just I go in and I'm just like, my stress levels just go boom.
Forget where you are, do you?
Yeah. That's why I kind of left here. Stopped seeing Sean because it was work. She went on maternity. It was like, right. Massive recommendations for Jess. Wednesday's like, I'm not going anywhere else. Yes, come on. That's the one. Take it slowly down. Good control. Lovely. So we're going to finish off chest with some nitro fly. This is a really fine movement, which I feel like you can really shorten the pec on. So tendency again, people will want to load this quite heavy because, you know, we're supporting the elbow, slightly above the elbow. But we're going to work on it in a sense more of a contraction base. So we're going to push rep range up a little bit, really work at getting that pec as short as possible, and, you know, squeezing every last bit of sort of like fatigue out of it really now. We've done our loading exercises. We're not going to need to push any more load that way. So let's change load to actually contraction and sort of feeling. You see, I'm trying to pull my upper arm just tightly over my pecs as they'll go. So shortening that pec as much as possible. Whereas, you know, a lot of chest movements, unless the chest press converges, which we're lucky enough we do, you're not really ever going to shorten the pec because we're working like a lengthen proportion like a Smith machine. You know, even the Atlantis press doesn't converge massively. Nitro converges more, especially on the lower grip. But now we're really looking at focusing on shortening that pec.
And Dave holding hands.
What? Yeah.
And Dave holding hands.
Just ET it, just one finger out each. My rep range on this, 112-15, 115 to 20. So again, can't really load it because there's no way I'm in at 15 to 20. You know, my shoulders are gonna want to give out quite quickly. So first set 12-15, nice just weight, still challenging.
We'll squeeze.
One more.
Yeah. Just squeeze.
Yeah. Woo. Allow me to shorten as much as possible. Long live insulin.
Come on.
And again, come on. All the way in. Fight for it. That's it. Squeeze hard. Nice. Oh my God, we're not using a cuff. It's only going to be 20% progress. To be fair, we need the shorter D handles. Two more.
Nice movement, man.
Yeah.
Like it.
I like it from behind. I shouldn't say that. I like it from behind. Oh God. I do. But you get better because you tilt your hips as well. So yeah, if you like it from behind, that's a race. good, mate, come on. That's it, yes. Beautiful. That might appeal to my gay following on Instagram, that. When I put my like video saying
mate.
Luke and Henry train, I'll put Luke, I like it from behind, and I get loads of followers.
The amount of requests I get on a daily basis.
Yeah. Send me your posing trunks.
Yeah. Only fun.
Yeah. Don't you wonder why I keep changing my colours? Keep sending them off.
Someone offered 200 quid the other day.
Yeah. How do you think I got the side by side?
Yeah. So this new kit come from?
Fucking hell. It's only got 100 members. Where's all this kit coming from? It's like, where's Luke's trunks gold this week? I had a client who, in lockdown, was selling used underwear on eBay. So people were messaging him because, like, eBay in lockdown, we probably sacked a lot of staff. So there's less vetting of like what you can put on. So he was selling used underwear. Started off as just being him wearing it. Then it started getting a bit darker and darker to the point where he was doing stuff in underwear and sending it packaged. Yeah, I fucked him off straight away. After he told me that story, I was like,
fucking hell.
You're sick. I still think I'll get up to 120 again, 125, but I want to be much tighter.
I mean, compared from where you started last off season, mate.
Yeah. I've got a comparison I'm going to put up soon of like where I started with Cal.
Yeah.
To like where I finished.
Yes.
And it's like same weight but completely different composition. But it's like I don't want to get as heavy as I got. Being
in preps just made me realise like how uncomfortable I actually was.
It gives you that sort of thing, actually you don't want to get back to be that uncomfortable. That's one of the reasons why. It's like last time with Cal, he was like cardio 3 times 20 a week and I couldn't put weight on, so we dropped it out.
Yeah.
But I'd rather we'd put food higher and I kept cardio in. Yeah. Because I could probably have dealt with that because my fitness was just like, you could hear me before you saw me. It's like,
I was the same. I remember having to take a deep breath to tie my laces.
Yeah.
Whew.
Done?
Yeah. Smash, mate.
Session. Right. Do a bit of posing. Yeah, always. So push that leg hard as you can into this leg. So literally just turn your toes slightly this way. So that's it there. Push hard in and then concentrate on, rather than concentrating on twisting your shoulders, twist your body. That's it there. That's a one. There you go. Okay, relax. Front lat spread. Deep breath in. Lift your chest slightly. That's a fucking great shot, mate. So much thickness. Good. Feet, just put your feet, turn away slightly. That's it. So, and now crunch that leg into this leg. Right, really push hard into it and sit in it. So then every bit of tension's really into this glute, because then that'll engage it. So weight on there, and that's it. And then when you just turn straight for me. So in that position there now, when you're there, sorry, let me get the same position. So turn your body and then turn back. So open yourself up. However you feel uncomfortable, open, and that's it, and then that's it there. So that's then keeping you. So that's it in, and then fucking lean back, that's it. Good. Right, run through a round together. Quarter turn to your right.
now.